Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Alright, so it's been a couple of weeks since my last video. I'm working on a bunch of projects, but I felt compelled to respond to a video that I saw on YouTube. Um, so I had a Discord chat with a fellow Muslim who has a YouTube channel, Jason Skywalker. You can see the link to his channel in the description. And we talked about this video that has gotten 1 million views over the past year. And you can see by the title, it says Jesus strongly warns about the Islamic beast and its Kaaba image. So this is just another Christian apologist using the Book of Revelation to malign Islam. Now, I've studied the Book of Revelation extensively. I've written an article about it. I've done a video on it, which you can see in the description. So I'm familiar with the text of Revelation, but I don't think many Christians are. And Book of Revelation is probably the most abused book in the Christian Bible. It has been used since basically it was accepted into the canon. It has been abused and misused by Christians ever since then. They've tried to use it to predict the end of the world. They've used it to demonize anyone that disagreed with them. And throughout history, they've used the so-called prophecies about the Antichrist to malign popes and religious leaders. Even the Muslim general Salahuddin during the Crusades was accused of being the Antichrist. Even in modern times, the ex-US President Barack Obama was accused by some Christians of being the Antichrist. They just never learn. And it just keeps going and going. They come up with new crackpot theories, and it just never ends. So I'm just going to debunk this video, and just to show how silly and stupid some Christians really can be. All right, so let's get going.
Jesus strongly warned us to avoid a fallen angel spirit and its image that represent worship to a false god instead of Jesus. In the book of Revelation.
All right, so let's just stop there. He's saying that worshiping a false god other than Jesus. Well, I mean, in the Tanakh, the so-called Old Testament, does it say you should worship a man as God? Whatever Christians believe about the Trinity and all these other things, we know for a fact that the Trinity is not mentioned in the Bible, not even in the New Testament. Where does it say that God will come down as a man and you should worship that image? By itself, the worship of Jesus by Christians is idolatry. You're worshiping a man whom you regard as God. So that's, by the very definition, it is idolatry. So for Christians to accuse Muslims of being idolatrous because of the Kaaba is simply laughable.
John calls this fallen angel the beast. The Bible gives us enough information to identify the beast. The beast is from Babylon. The beast spirit works with another fallen angel called Satan to deceive many. The Bible tells us the false prophet sets up an image to honor the beast. Muslims know the Prophet Muhammad set up the black stone in the Kaaba at Mecca, Saudi Arabia.
Okay, so that's inaccurate because the black stone was already in the Kaaba even before Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, answered the call of prophethood. All right, it was there for hundreds of years. This is nothing new, and this Christian obviously has no idea what he's talking about. Neither do Muslims worship the black stone. This is not an image that we worship. And the proof of that is in the fact that there's a hadith from Hazrat Umar ibn al-Khattab, in which he clearly says that I know you're just a stone, and the only reason I kiss you is because I saw the Prophet kissing you. the act of kissing doesn't mean we're worshiping it. All right. And by the way, there was a time when the black stone wasn't even present in the Kaaba. This was after the coming of Prophet Muhammad, after his death. There was an apocalyptic cult known as the Karmatians that actually stole the black stone, and for decades it was not present in the Kaaba.
Okay.
Al-Qurtubi, you know the
this-
story of Al-Qurtubi, right? Al-Qurtubi, he stole it, yes or no?
I have a question for you. This is a pop quiz. Which mufassir of the Quran, according to Christian Prince, stole al-Hajar al-Aswad? What the hell?
And yet, Muslim worship did not stop. We still continue to worship Allah. The Hajj still happened. Nothing stopped because the black stone was missing. It was eventually returned. But the point of the matter is that this is not central to Islamic religion. All right, the black stone could be destroyed, could disappear, could be lost. It doesn't matter. Islam will continue to worship Allah because we don't worship the stone. And also, if you look at what the Book of Revelation actually says about the beast and the worship of the beast in context, you notice that there's no way that's going to apply to the Kaaba or to the black stone or anything like that. All right? In Revelation 13, verses 15, it says the second beast was given power to give breath to the image of the first beast, so that the image could speak. Okay, so where does this apply to Islam? Does the Kaaba speak? Does the black stone speak? When did this happen? And then it says that anyone who refused to worship the image will be killed. It also forced all people, great and small, rich and poor, free and slave, to receive a mark on their right hands or on their foreheads. Again, where does this apply to Islam? All right, who gets a mark on their right hands or on their foreheads? And we know the mark is the name of the beast or the number of its name, which is 666. Where do Muslims get this mark? Can you show a single Muslim that has ever existed who had this mark? So clearly it's not referring to Islam. This is just a crackpot theory invented by this Christian.